Word, Module 9, Developing Multi-Page Documents, Textbook Project 9-2. We have the reading on the left-hand side, your start file in the middle, and a support file that you'll need to save in your data files to access later. So go ahead and open 9-2, and we're going to insert footers in multiple sections. And this one will be saved as Illustrated Word 9 Job Seeker Workshops Final. And you'll see that there are one of 8 pages. So if you wanted to preview it in multiple pages, you'll see that it has a table of contents, table of figures, and it looks familiar because this is part of 9.1. And it has all our pictures, the captions underneath each picture, and our index at the last page. So I'll go back to one page, 100%, Control Home, so I'm at the beginning. So now we're going to scroll to the page break below the figure of tables. So I would put on the home, on the home tab, click the paragraph symbol so that you can see everything, and you want to scroll to the page break below the table of figures on page 2. So table of figures, and we want to click to the left of the page break tab. So we're flashing to the left of page break on page 2, and you're going to click the layout tab and then choose breaks and then select odd page under section breaks. And then what we need to do is press delete to remove the original page break that was in there. And then press delete to remove this extra blank line. So we should be on page 3 where the title Job Seeker. And now we'll scroll to page 7. And on page 7, we'll go to the left of the page break that's under the chart. And we'll press enter once. And we'll click again in layout, choose breaks, and this time we'll choose even page. And again we'll press delete to delete the original page break and delete to delete the extra blank line. And then we'll see the even page break. Control Home, takes you back to the beginning. Insert, choose footer, blank 3 columns, then click different odd and even pages checkbox. In the left placeholder, select it. And if you point and click, you can select all 3 and then press delete and then type your name. And then tab 2 times, so once is the center and once is the right side, and then type the word page and press spacebar, and then click page number, choose current position, and then select plain number. So we are in odd page footer, so there's a page number 1, which is an odd number, and then when we're on page 2, there's nothing in there, and then we've moved on to odd page, and there's 3. So the even numbers do not have a page number, just the odd numbers for right now. So I'm going to scroll back to the beginning where we were. We're active in the footer on the first page. Select the page number button and then choose Format Page Numbers. Click the number format. Right now it's set up for 1, 2, 3, and then choose the lowercase i's. and then OK. And you'll notice that the page numbers are now I, and then if we move to the next one, there's nothing there because it's even. On the odd, it's still showing the 3. In the navigation pane, click Next. And we're checking to make sure that there is no number in the even page number. And make sure that we are in even page footer. We're flashing on the even side. And what we'll do here is on the left-hand side, right where it is, type page, space, and then again, page number button, current position, and plain number. And then tab 2 times. Once is the center and the other is the right. So we're doing the opposite from the footer. And you'll type your name. And then we'll click Next in the navigation, and it should take us to page 3. And we're going to select Different First Page. And then we need to link to previous. Right now, link to previous is selected, so we want it deselected, so click it so that it's off. And then click the page number button, page number, format page number, and click the Start At, and you verify that it begins with 1, and then click OK. And again, click Next in the navigation area. And we're going to verify that it's page 2 and your name is on the right. Click Next. And again, it's the opposite, so our name is first and page 3 is on the right hand side. And then Next. We should be in section 3, which is page 6 for the index. And then we can close the header and footer. So to recap what we did, both the table of contents and the table of figures are numbered as page I, lowercase I, and then the second one is page double I's for 2. Then the next one, which is the title of the report page, there should be, because we said different first page, there is no number on this because it has the title on it, so it doesn't need to be numbered. Then we're into the actual second page of the research paper, and you'll notice that it's page 2. And then when we go to page 3 will be on the right side and your name will be on the left, so at the bottom of page 3, the opposite, good. And then page 4, it's on the left hand side because it's even, and page 5 should be on the right hand side, and then your index should be the last one, page 6. So Control Home, and it should take you to the first page, which is the table of contents. Click the View tab, choose multiple pages, choose page width. And then to get into the header or footer, just in the top part of the margin where the gray is, double click, and that'll make the header area above the table of contents active. Click Next in the navigation 3 times, so it's taking you to each page, 2, 3, so we should be on page 2. And this should be the even page header section 2. And then again, we want to turn off the link to previous that's on right now to deselect it, so go ahead and do that. And then you're going to type JCL Talent, and then you'll select JCL Talent, including the paragraph mark, and then we're going to go home and increase the font size to 14, and bold, and center. And then we'll click copy. And then we'll choose right now we're in the home ribbon. So to get the header and footer ribbon again, you have to click header and footer. And then you have the ribbon for the header and footer. And then in the navigation again, click next. Again, take that link to previous off to deselect it. And then we'll do Control V, which is paste what we just copied. And then we'll close the header and footer. And Control Home takes us back to page 1 or I. And we'll go ahead and verify. So this is page I 1 and double I 2. And then this again is the title page. So there's no header and no footer. And here we are with the first page of the second page of the document, and it has the title, and it's on all of them, even and odd. Control Home takes you back to the top, and if you're not at 100%, go ahead and choose 100% for the zoom. And I'm just going to choose 100 and OK. And now we need to, because we made so many changes to our document, that we need to update the table of contents. So if you right click, you can choose right click for, I was on table of contents, but go in the contents, and then you can choose so just click anywhere in the table, and then you'll get the update table at the top, and just click it. And update, we want to update the table of contents, the entire table, and OK. Next, we're going to work on insert headers in multiple sections continued. So we're going to click Layout, and then go to Margins, and then Custom Margins. And then in this, we haven't used this, we used left, top, bottom, right. Those are all the default margins, which is 1 inch. For the gutter margin, we're going to increase it to 0.5. And what that's doing is it's giving more space between the pages. On one page on the left hand side, it's giving you more space on the right, and then the one on the right, it's giving you more space on the left hand. And then for the multiple pages, select Mirror Pages. So the mirror margins is similar to textbooks or magazines, where whatever the margins are on the left-hand side of a book, they will mirror it on the right-hand side there, so they're exactly the same margins. Just make sure you choose applied to the entire document, whole document. So what we did in the margins is change the gutter to 0.5, so there's more space in between, and then mirror the margins so they're both the same on either side, and then apply it to whole document. And while this is still selected, click the Layout tab, and from edge for the header and the footer, make them both the same, 0.6 for both the header and the footer. And make sure that it still says whole document. Go ahead and click OK. And on the View tab, choose Multiple Pages. And you can see that it looks like the margins match on both the left side and the right side, like a textbook or a magazine. And we are going to continue this